Live. Hatless. Wait, I can't stream without a hat. Hold on. Sometimes I forget that part. There we go. We're now equipped. We're now equipped. All right. Feel so much better about life. Shroud of the Avatar. Some crafting tonight. Gotta first water my wheat. I'm growing wheat. And as much as I would like to take 100 water out of the wishing well, wouldn't that be nice? That would take far too long. It's far too painful. The crafting merchant, however, will sell me lots of water. $100 is the exact number I need. Kryles says, man, you have 23 YouTube better to go through. I'm gonna have to lurk for a while, maybe all night. Sorry. Oh, no worries, Kryles. Do what you like, bud. You do it. You do it. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Appreciate that. It's exciting stuff here. Watering. It's very exciting. Kadithi said he just got 10,000 buckets of water hanging around somewhere. Where exactly is he keeping all that? Oh, the craftsman, right. I have no idea. He just has it. It's the miracle of modern computer gaming. And they're heavy. Buckets of water are terrible. They're just not... The water in the game wasn't entirely thought through. There's always something, right? In these games, there's always something that's just like, it's just off. It doesn't make sense. I have 100... Oh, I don't think I got this one. I didn't. There we go. I got 100 little spots I need to water. There are lots of people that do this with thousands of spots. So buying and hauling that water just turns into a pain. Miracle of NPC vendors. They have endless vaults somewhere, somehow. Yeah, that they do. One thing they do in this game differently with NPC vendors is NPC vendors don't buy things for very much money. I almost never sell stuff to NPCs. Gold comes in through the game, through combat, not from selling junk. And that is generally by design. I have 10 left. Alright, there's my 10 little spots. If I stream long enough, this crop should be fully grown at like about 9 p.m. my time. So if I remember, yeah, 2.5 hours from now. So if I remember, I can actually harvest them tonight as well. So they're not quite fully grown. It's a growing plant. But it takes 2 days to grow. So I crafting the title and thought Alpania was going to be back streams with crafting. Yeah. So soon, Kryles? I don't think he's over the last time. Hey, Senegal, nice to see ya. Welcome. Kadithi says there's also that player-driven economy. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to... The player-driven economy is basically... Can the developers maintain a reasonable amount of gold in the entire world? And they have numbers for all of it. So the the trick is they do want some inflation, but they want to be able to control the inflation over time. And obviously when new people come into the world, that my little thing here is hiding a window. When new people come into the world, they have to like adjust everything. Game economies are so much more nuanced than real world economies that happen in real time. Whereas game economies have to adjust. They have to react immediately. One cool thing about the crafting system in this game is that you don't actually need recipes to make things. You just need to know what the recipe is. And if you put those things on a crafting table, it should be automatically made. So I'm going to try that here tonight. Oh, the other cool thing they did in the game is there's a command. There's a slash command called SodaWiki, which will actually, so you can put something in the game and it'll open up the player-driven wiki in the web browser outside the game. I realized I typed it. You can't see it because it's behind this image behind me. But it did actually search the wiki. So there's this, that we have a simple wooden mailbox. Which takes metal bindings. Let's see if I can get this right. So I need 16 boards, which is absolutely ridiculous for a mailbox. That's like 8 full-grown trees. Wait, I don't have, oh, right, not 16 boards. So take 16 boards, and I need 4 metal bindings. I think I have to make them all of one type. Copper bindings will do, because I already have them. And I need 10 wax. Hey, Hardit, nice to see you. Good the ass. Unless you're making a mailbox the size of a medium shed, you don't need that much wood. I know. Again, it's like every recipe in the game is unique. So, and by unique, I mean the ingredients that go into each recipe is unique onto itself. So they get into these weird situations where they have to make them special. So yeah, you end up with things like, this thing only takes boards and bindings. What's the next combination that's free? Okay, 10 wax. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can discover a recipe. Should work. So I need a carpentry table, which is this one. And if I'm reading the wiki right, I'm not doing this from memory. I need 16 boards, 4 metal bindings, so there's no 2 recipes that will use the same amount or type of crafting materials. That sounds reasonable until making that mailbox. Yeah. Well, they just keep adding like little things that you can add. Yeah, Sanagal, you can discover any recipe that is reteachable is also discoverable, I think. So this one, according to the wiki page, here, I'll throw this in here. This is what this is the wiki page I'm looking at. Which is why when you hover over a recipe in the game, it doesn't tell you what the recipe is. Like, it doesn't tell you what ingredients go into the recipe, because people could just write that down and not buy the recipe. And I need 10 wax. Yeah, so if I filter out my recipes on the crafting station, there's nothing that filters to the word mail. But if I put exactly these items in the crafting inventory window, I can then hit craft, assuming I'm successful. I am, and now I actually have the recipe. So now the recipe shows up on the left-hand side. If I wanted to make another one, I can just double-click it, and it'll go from there. So yeah, it was kind of a nice little. Feature. Recipes are reteachable, which means this one's reteachable. If I bring up this book, this interface. If I go into carpentry, it's probably a decoration. Yeah, there it is here. So simple wooden mailbox, reteachable. 10 wax, 16 wooden board, 4 metal binding. Requires 40 carpentry. And I can now trade with somebody, and I can drag this recipe into the trade window and give it to them. That person, so let's say I did that to Senegal. If I opened a trade window and gave this to Senegal, Senegal could then trade and give it to Kryles. Some of the recipes are teachable, which means you have to buy them. So here's one: the carved figures oak cabinet is teachable. So somebody has to buy it. And then I can teach it to Senegal, but Senegal cannot teach it. So for him, it just becomes non-teachable. Like the practice dummy doesn't say anything, it's because it's non-teachable. So sometimes when you get a recipe, you could, and they can do things like they can drop rare recipes on mobs. And then whoever reads it, they become the person that gets to distribute it to everybody. And they can, and sometimes they do that. And then some recipes are not teachable, so you have to get the recipe somehow. You either have to buy it from a vendor or get it in loot. Kirthi says, more and more of this game is sounding well thought out. I like the way these developers think. The game is extremely well thought out. Its problems is not with the developer's approach. It's with the execution to date. But that is also getting better. So this should hang on the wall right there. That looks like an appropriate place for a mailbox. And this is actually a functioning mailbox. So if I open this, it will. So this isn't just a decoration. It can also access my mail. So I can actually send mail from here. I can send mail to Senegal. Senegal's got a last name. I forgot what it was. I'm terrible. Senegal Silverthorn. So I can go, hi, Senegal. There we go. So that'll work. And I also got this today. I got the remote bank access device, which actually accesses my bank with a whole bunch of stuff in it. So now I have nice stuff right in my, I have everything that I own right on my lot. Unfortunately, I'd love to be able to mark this as public so that anybody could use it, but I don't think you can. I don't think that works. Oh, yeah, it's just a bag of stuff. You can rename bags. Renaming bags is useful, especially for your inventory. So I have a bag called reagents that I keep all my reagents in. That works pretty good. All right, I've watered my wheat. They will continue to grow. Oh, I was gonna make some. So I'm gonna do some cooking too. Gravitas, yeah, a bag called stuff is the height of my organizational skills. Aurora Ember, welcome and hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Very much enjoyed the watching you get in the Rocket League action the other night. I guess that was last week, wasn't it? Was that Wednesday or Friday? Maybe last Friday. Oh, I haven't talked to the Oracle yet today either. Test. I have observed your actions while walking along the path of truth. Do you feel your actions demonstrate he'll live according to the virtue of truth? Why, yes, I do, in fact. It was fun, yeah. It sounded like everybody was having a good time. It's nice when you get like... It looked like your team was getting a few wins, and... that makes it fun. Kanithi said, I have a bag called stuff and another called things. That's probably as far as my organization would go, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's sort of what I did here. I have reagents, which is specific, because I never really have to look in it. And then I have food pots. So it's just basically consumables. All the other stuff. By the way, for anybody that watches me on Lotro Stream, I am switching my Lotro Stream night. So this particular time next week, I will be on the official Lotro Stream channel. And then I'm going to find something else to do on Monday nights. Cougar, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you. Thanks, Aurora. Yeah, it's not a big shift. I've been trying to stick to a schedule, which has been very poorly done. But I find that I feel more obligated to stream on Lotro Stream. Like I feel like I have an obligation to that team and to the schedule, to the time that I've been put on the schedule. So I had it moved to a night that I've had trouble streaming on. And saying now I will always do it on Wednesday night. I do find it very easy to stream on Monday for some. So hopefully I'll be able to stream on my personal channel on Monday and then on Lotro Stream on Wednesday. And yeah, Uger and I were talking about doing some streaming of Shroud of the Avatar together. So if he's still up for that, that may happen. All right, jump in here and do some... So some of the other crafting I wanted to do is some cooking. Food's a very useful consumable. I'm probably almost running out. I am. So there's a bear surprise food and a wolf surprise food. And they are basically bear meat and wolf meat combined with... bear meat combined with obsidian bear meat and wolf meat combined with obsidian wolf meat. Screwed that up. All right, I am tough. And there's the obsidian bear. Hey, that obsidian bear is yellow. Did they buff these guys? They might have made these guys harder in the last release. Epic Cougar says, I'll be up for Monday night, so we'll probably need to start around 9:30. 9:30? Dude, that's like my bedtime. How late do you want to start? Yeah, so I'll have to download Soda one of these days and give it a try. Maybe after 3 Kingdoms. Yeah, it'll be around. It's fun. It's a hard game to get into early on. But the community's super solid. You'll get lots of help from folks in the game. Oh, you don't get home until 9:30? Wow. That I did not know. Oh, we'll see what works out. Cougar. We'll see what works out. Alright, harvest some of these guys. Farm some bears and some wolves. I gotta keep track of my XP. That guy gave me nothing. Nothing. Hey, Sargareth. Welcome. Nice to see ya. I think they really need to speed this up. I don't need to wait this long. There we go. I got an obsidian bear carcass. So that's some of the things I'm looking for. I get like about 5 of those. Oh, I held on to my wax. Oop. And here's the wolves around the corner. Hey, leave my water elemental alone. Those guys are a little easier than the bears. And an obsidian wolf carcass. Unexpectedly, an obsidian wolf that you kill doesn't always give up an obsidian wolf carcass. Although both of those guys did. There's some other fight going on over here. There's a berserker fighting an obsidian wolf. Uger's almost time to head out and go play real life. Nice, Uger. Heading out. Partying hard, I hope. Maybe. Thanks for dropping by, bud. Finish that fight for the guy. Oh, potion of restoration imbued. Oh, I've already got that one. Nice. Well, you said RL. That's real life. Oh, you're going to Rocket League. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know Uyghur. I don't speak Uyghur. Have fun, though. Score lots of goals. Seems like a typical problem, like killing in wolves and Lotro for their teeth for a quest. You need 8 teeth, but somehow that requires killing more than 8 wolves. Yeah, right. I realize these guys aren't either obsidian bears or wolves, but they might drop something interesting for me if I survive the fight, and I did. Oh, I got a supply bundle. The loot boxes in the game just open. Oh, a pewter cup. I liberated that pewter cup. That's a big, it's actually not worth anything, but I'm still gonna take it. I fought that hard for it. Ah. There's too many of these guys. Where'd they all come from? Oh, Sanagol's gonna drop out. Take care, Sanagol. Hopefully I survive this fight. Oh, I think I'm doing not too bad. I made it. This guy give me anything good? Nope. think there's one more tough guy inside here. Buff up. Parry up. Strength up. Oh, I got this guy all by himself. Now it's easy. Now it's easy. This give me anything. Nope. I don't know what the chance of them dropping anything interesting is, but for me, apparently it was somewhere near 0. They're definitely harder than the bears. Ed has the best, or Ed. Epic Cougar has the best donation idea to get Ed to stop messing bad in Rocket League in real life. It had to be short, so I made it sense. Wait, you're not even gonna tell us what it is, Cougar? You're gonna like slip out the, let go of the secrets? Oh, my water elemental just attracted attention. One more obsidian carcass. Cougar says that to get Ed to stop messing me bad in Rocket League, that's my... If you watch us play Wednesday nights, you'll get the joke. I've watched you play Wednesday nights. What are you talking about? It's all good, man. Yes, he does yank your chain a lot. That he does. Take on an easy bear. Or two. Watch my health. These easy bears are gonna kill me. There we go. See you, Uger. Have a good time, bud. Have fun. For some intense Rocket League action, check out Epic Uger. Dun dun dun. He'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Something like that. Just the ads, but we'll charge you for the whole seat, plus taxes, plus service charge, say Geeks Tour. Yeah, that's true, too. That's that extra little fee for something. Welcome. Oh, I got 2 obsidian bears here. I got lots of attention. I have a great finishing skill that I never use. I need to figure out... I need to get better at using it. 39 to 328 physical damage. My other best skill does 60 to 99 physical damage. I gotta get that better into my... Get that into my rotation in a more consistent way. Let's go fight something hard. There's ferocious bear patriarchs around the corner. There's actually a wyvern in this zone now. Wyvern. 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 Guy's not gonna chase me. It's also very dark. I can sneak up on this cotton plant. The ferocious brown bears are the easiest bears here. Now it's exceptionally dark because my candle went out. My candle. My light. It's just called light. The icon just happens to be a candle. Summons a bright light. The spell cannot fizzle. Alright, I was looking for some patriarchs, but I didn't find any. Oh, there's one! Uh-oh, he saw me. Hold on, I'm not ready. Slow down. Where'd he go? Oh, he did actually leave. Thank you, I appreciate that. That was nice of him to leave. Ouch. This ferocious bear patriarch has been very nice to like kind of wait for me. But I got it in the end. I don't know if these guys ever drop anything really interesting. Oh my god, he's like spawned up immediately. I can't even skin this one before that one spawned. Ouch. That guy just did like 200 damage to me. Big meanie. Yogi and Boo Boo. For sure. The irony of this is that I'm in the Bear Tavern Guild, and the bear our guild short name is just bear. So I'm a bear fighting a bear. It's sort of like being a Bjorning fighting all the bears in Lotro, I guess. Although I can't actually turn into a bear. I think we all have masks. I think somebody went and made bear masks for everybody at some point. I forgot that I had worn out armor. It's not too bad. I think I can find the wyvern over here somewhere. This is actually a very fun, this zone's called Ulfheim. It's got a nice mix of dangers in it. Not super high end, but fairly high end. There's those obsidian bears, the ferocious bear patriarchs that I was just killing, which are a little bit harder. There's a wyvern in it now. I don't know. I thought the wyvern was near this entrance. There's these berserkers. Barbarians, I guess. Melee, ranged, and mages. And then there's 2 or 3 reapers. Reapers are like, they're trees, basically. They are really tough. And then there's a whole bunch of undead. Like this guy. That aren't very tough. And a whole bunch of crafting nodes, like this tree. Ah, and another mage. Oh, and obsidian boars. There's a whole patch of boars in here. It's a very varied little area. It's quite nice. It's also a very quick walk from where I live in the game, which is nice. And occasionally, the skeletons will kill the boars and the berserkers will kill the bears, and I can just clean up all the mess. And these peaceful little obsidian stags that are also good for resources. I am expecting the wyvern to jump out at any moment. Don't know why it hasn't. Oh, I made them both mad at me. Come on, you guys are fighting each other so well. Tenulio's coming in. We're having fun now. We are having fun now. Thanks, Tin. Nice to see you. Thanks for the sub. 8 months. It's crazy. Very generous. I came out here looking for some crafting resources. Mostly obsidian wolves and obsidian bears. And then I got distracted. There's a wyvern. There's a wyvern around here somewhere. I'm trying to say it properly. It's probably going to gang up on me with friends or something. I did get inspired by all upstream. Well, it doesn't take much. I do enjoy crafting, so. All right, I'll get back to focusing on getting my crafting mats, which are over in this area. Hey, Delarfin, nice to see you. How's it going? Let's see what I get. Crossing fingers. If I can get like 5 obsidian carcasses of each, should give me lots. There's one more. Oh, I have to take out this peaceful. Quite often what I do is I'll just chase the stag toward the bear. Then have the bear kill it so I don't have to feel guilty about killing the poor little stag. This guy's not cooperating. It's hump day. Yes, it is. It actually feels like a long week already. Now that you say that, I'm like, that's it? It's only Wednesday? Week is half over. I guess technically at Wednesday night, it's more than half over. That's a good thing. Success. Exciting mining. One more obsidian wolf carcass. See if I get one more up this guy. He's probably got a friend nearby too. Let's go take these two out, just top it off. Hey, I got level 40 in offhand strike, offhand attack. Nice. That means I can buy the next thing down on that tree. I'll have to do that. And speaking of trees, let's take this one with us. Oh, stop it. I'm busy chopping down a tree. There's a, in the last release, they added, there's these random encounters in the overworld. You can almost call them roving threats, which I quite often do. But if you go, they're a wave instance. So you go in and you jump in, you kill the first set of mobs, which are fairly easy. And the next one is harder, and then the boss comes out and you kill the boss. And the boss might be 2 or 3 mobs, but boss round. So they added a new goal to those. Some of them will spawn, after the boss is killed, they'll spawn special merchants which sells things that you can only get from that merchant in those instances. So. Somebody was asking in World Chat, has anybody seen one? Which would indicate to me that maybe they're really rare. I just happened to come across one. I didn't think it was all that special, so... Actually, come to think of it, I think that's when I think I did that on stream on Saturday. Alright, can we get another obsidian bear? Nope, not off that one. That obsidian bear did not have a carcass. Maybe I just mutilated it so bad it didn't count anymore. How about this one? Okay, we got that one. But there's yet another one, so I gotta like take him out. Waste not, want not. This will give us a good bit of goods. We'll start with that. And we'll see if I can find one of those roving encounters on the way home. Although my trip home from here is very short. There's a long weekend in May, right? It's Memorial Day in May? I should know that. I've lived in this country 10 years. 12 even. May 2-4. Wait, and the Canadian tells me when Memorial Day in the US is? What's going on, Geek Store? You just like know all these things? I didn't look very hard for one of those roving encounters. That was my trip home. It's pretty short. May 2-4. Alright, cool. I like to plan like a big stream. Maybe I'll plan it for like that Saturday. Might be fun. Saturday or Sunday. All right, switch into work clothes. Not that it matters, but I like switching into work clothes. Break down some of the stuff we picked up. Apparently those barbarians don't use anything that's blacksmithed. Geekster says that's what it's called here in Ontario. Did you have the May 2-4 long weekend in Saskatchewan? It was called Memorial Day? Yeah, we did have one out west. I can't remember. I don't think it was called Memorial Day, though. I don't remember. So yeah, the economy. Oh yeah, Victoria Day. Yeah, that's right, Victoria Day. Yes. Yeah, out west, like in Calgary, Victoria Day is the last day. That marks the end of winter. Right, third weekend in May. Halloween marks the beginning of winter, and Victoria Day marks the end of winter. And his nickname May 2-4 because it was around the 24th, and well, you had to buy a 2-4 of beer. Of course you did. Or July 1st and July 2nd. Yeah, those things too. All right, taken care of. Wow, 25 leather scrap. That was generous. You don't, the economy in this game, you don't sell stuff to vendors. I could sell some of those things, and if you get weapons and armor that you loot have, just like my own weapons and armor, have a durability on them. That's not actually what I wear. So my durability is 17 of 18 on this one. Getting kind of old. And the lower the durability is, the less money you get from a vendor when you go to sell it. So sometimes you don't get very much at all. But sometimes you can sell a few things for some decent prices and get gold. But for the most part, I just keep or salvage everything. Normally containers remember where I opened them last. I think one of the updates must have reset that. Cooking, butchery, alchemy. Like that. Whoops. Maple tree bark does not go into my smelting materials. Contrary to what I was saying earlier, I'm actually quite organized. Wait, when did I get magical carnival cycling dye from? I don't remember getting this. I don't remember getting this. I wonder if it was a reward. Must have been a reward. I'll go put it with my... Put it in my dresser. Because I do have... Wait, was it a gesture thing? Yeah, it was a gesture thing. Where did I get that? Oh, there's the, I didn't realize it did this. That's cool. It actually previews. I accidentally dropped the die on something. On the gesture cert? No, I wouldn't. But that's what it does. The cycling die will actually cycle through colors. Alright, cancel. Looks like a bit like R2-D2. Yes, it is my cylindrical automaton. When the developers do rewards occasionally, they'll do nod to other pop culture things. So when The Force Awakens came out, the rewards was this little guy. You could get swords that kind of look like that. Sort of a blue sword. Something like that. Yeah, they don't take themselves very seriously. It's kind of cool. There was a big movie this past weekend, so guess what this month's rewards are? A whole bunch of things that don't necessarily resemble items that may have appeared in a Marvel film at some point. Oh yeah, the first one, so one of the things they do in the game is you can buy consumables. So, dude, where's my car to? Yeah, that one. So this is a replenishing silver fireworks box. So instead of giving you fireworks that just like never get consumed, they actually give you a box that you can use once a month, and it'll give you 25. So they always like to put constraints on things, especially things that can be consumed, so that you actually go through them. So the first reward for this month is a replenishing box of green growth potions. So they'll take your avatar and they'll make your avatar big and green. And then there's a set of 6 glowing cube decorations. There's a red face mask with a forehead jewel. There's a winged helm and lightning hammer with strap. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, let's do some cooking. So cooking starts with the carcasses. So what did I get for? I actually had a whole bunch of these stocked up. So the recipe for both the things that I'm doing takes 1 obsidian meat to 3 regular meat. One of these carcasses will give me 2 meat. And Famines is coming in with the raid. KJ Cujo follows. Wait, I see that immediately in one activity feed. It'll happen in a moment. Thanks, Famines. Enjoyed your stream for a bit. I was lurking, Famines, when you were fighting the dragons. Looked awesome. I have not been out there yet. I need to find I need to get involved a little bit more. Some groups and get out there and fight some dragons. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. Looked pretty cool. I'm doing some crafting tonight. Thought I'd stream a little bit of crafting. There's the follow notice. KJ Cujo, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. But yeah, I just jumped into Ulfheim and loaded up a few obsidian bear carcasses. So we'll start with the bears. Send us a whisper next time. Yeah, you're a little bit earlier than I start. So I was working from home today. I probably could have jumped in, but it gets a little tough. I'm kind of making dinner and whatnot. So part of that's the hardest thing about online gaming, right? Setting up times where you work with everybody. But yeah, if you're ever on again, I will look for your group. Yeah, the weekend's definitely a good time for sure. Any incredibly good drops today from the dragons? Anything outstanding? Few rings, nice. No heads. Oh, that's what you're looking for. The heads are the rarest thing, are they? Is that just any? Is that just like the basic head? I assume dragons, like other animals, have a head and then a pristine head for mounting. So one cool thing about this game, so I have a lot of follower famines and folks that just came in. I have lots of followers on my channel that came over from Lord of the Rings Online. So I just explained the game to everybody. I'm sure they're tired of me explaining it, but the refining skills have a efficient skill, which increases the amount of goods you get when you refine. So, but I'm also trying to bulk up on producer XP, so I generally let this go up a little bit, but not terribly too much. So I'll probably take this to 78 or 79. We'll see what happens here. And then we'll just watch progress bars. Tint says, no, we aren't tired of it yet. Cool. Geek Stewart says, nope, not me. Great. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I never knew who's lurking, too. One of the reasons I like doing this is just to kind of promote the game. So if somebody's lurking, wants to learn the game, I am more than happy to answer all the questions. Or send you to somebody who might actually know the right answer. One of the two. So every one of these, my XP is going down by about 5,000-ish. So we'll go up to 79 here. So this is just butchering the bear carcasses. The bear carcasses don't give a lot of XP. They're a lower level item. The obsidian bear carcasses will give me a lot of this XP back. And I don't want to spend 2.5 million XP. Is actually a pretty decent amount in the pool, but I'm sort of saving it for blacksmithing and masterworking. Yeah, there we go. 79. So we'll lock that at 79. So now that this skill is locked, it doesn't go up anymore. It also doesn't consume any XP anymore. So I pool that XP for other skills. And I think each of these bear carcasses is giving me 225 XP. So every time one of those things, every time I did one carcass, this went up about a little bit. Let's say 20% of one level, which cost me 5,000 XP. And I only earned 225 back. So that's the balance that the game has. It's just like, if you want to get better at this, you got to like take a lot of time to do it. All right, now we'll do these guys. These guys will give me a lot more XP. This is the obsidian bear carcasses. They'll give me 2 meat each. Oh, they're only giving me 300. I was hoping they'd give me more than that, but... All right, now I have a bunch of bear meat. Crafting. So I actually got 1 extra. So I did 5. So my little bonus gave me 1 extra obsidian bear meat. So it's not a lot, but it's a little. Adds up over time. So to make a bear surprise, I also need cooking oil. So I can make 10. I need cooking oil. Oh crap, I gotta run for that. I forgot about this. I gotta make my own cooking oil. Alright, I gotta run to town and buy some pecan nuts. Because that's what you make cooking oil out of, don't you know? At some point in the future, I'd love to see them come up with probably devices. Like I could see an oil press. I could put like when you grow your crop, like that wheat. So I'm growing wheat in my planting beds. A planting bed is just a device that contains something that changes over time. And it'd be cool if you could do the same thing with certain commodity-based stuff. So cool if you could buy pecan nuts, then putting them into an oil press, and then just come back the next day, and it would all be made. So you don't have to like watch the progress bars while you make cooking oil. Alright, it's the middle of the night, so hopefully these vendors aren't all sleeping. It's literally midnight. Nope. Anybody selling anything good? This is their auction house. Nope. Their auction house is not global, though. Where is the farmer? I'm looking for a farmer. Think in a place called Brittany Fields, they'd be all over the place. The wiki says an unnamed farmer can be found in the fields. I found a chicken. Hey, I found a farmer. I don't suppose you sell pecan nuts, do you? Ah, you do. I will take them all. I just bought one off you. No, I actually wanted them all. Hold on. Maybe someday we'll be able to grow pecan trees in some fashion or another. I think that's the only thing that I don't have available at hand. There is actually a cooking merchant in our player-owned town, but the cooking merchant does not sell pecan nuts. Apparently that is some kind of a delicacy that can only be purchased in select towns. Checking the hockey scores. It looks like Dallas is up. I don't know if Aurora's still around. Stars are winning. I'm assuming I'm not spoiling anything. Hurricanes won? Yeah, isn't that something? Every other series seems to be pretty close and tight. I'm kind of hoping Columbus wins. That would be a good story if Columbus could go deep into the playoffs. Toppling over the Kings. The small K Kings, not the Los Angeles Kings, but the President's Trophy winners. Hey, what else? Wow, baseball season again already? Not quite. Vegas last year, Jackets this year? Yeah. Exactly. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, I gotta make oil. So I'm gonna need like 20 of these. Oh, and I need empty glass jars. See if I have any. Nope. And I also need to make pie dough. Because ultimately this food is pie, because all good food is pie. So I need to make pie dough. And I'm going to need 20 pie dough as well. And that's going to take butter, which I have to make out of milk. Oddly enough, I can make butter instantly. Which is a little weird. Just the way that it works. Oh, but I need 20. Not 10. I need sugar. I need salt. A lot of salt. It's very salty pie dough. Okay, I think I have everything. Alright, it says pie is good. Yes, pie is delicious. My wife makes a turkey pot pie that is absolutely fantastic. Braggart. Oh, it's just really good. The cool thing is she makes it's basically just a regular old turkey pot pie, like gravy, meat, vegetables in the shell. But the top of it, she mixes mashed potatoes and dressing, like turkey stuffing, turkey dressing together, and that's what she puts on top of it, and then bakes that to a crisp. It's really good. It is really good. Oil. Let's do the oil first. It's gonna need about 20 oil. Tin's mint votes for a meetup at Gravity's house for a turkey pot pie. Who's in? You're welcome too. Oh, my wife would love it. Sort of. I mean, one, she'd have to make them all, so that part would be hard work. But she can usually make she'll take most of a day and make 4 or 5 or 6 of them. Then we freeze them. Failure. So on these recipes, I have a 98% chance, but on these recipes, failure is actually a good thing. So when you run a recipe, if you fail, you lose the fuels. But some recipes don't have fuels. Cooking oil is one of them. But you still get experience sometimes from a failure. So you get the XP, which you want, at no cost. Other than the time it spent for the little progress bar to go across the window. Alright, looks like I only failed one. We'll do that one. Success. Alright, should have enough cooking oil. I might as well do the butter while I'm here. I grew up on a farm. When I was young, we had milk cows. I can't remember when we got rid of them. Maybe I was 7 or 8. Maybe 8 or 9. We got rid of our milk cows. We only had like 2. Yeah, maybe 3. Chocolate milk cows? Exactly. Vico, Geeks Tour. We had Vico. I don't know how far that term goes. That's what chocolate milk is called in Saskatchewan. Vico. And honestly, I don't even remember why. It's just one of those things. Hooded sweatshirts we call bunny hugs. That's a much better name than hooded sweatshirt, let me tell you. But we had milk cows, and I can't remember if we ever tried making butter. I don't think we did, but we actually separated our own milk. So we actually had a hand-driven milk separator. So you'd pour the milk into this big tub that sat on top of this machine, and you'd just sit there and crank it, and it would spin the milk. And that would spin, the heavy cream would go up to the top, and it would spin off. It would basically just spin out of a little edge of the thing, and it would be caught by the machine. So you'd spin the cream off of the milk. So then we had cream and we had milk. The milk that we were left with was probably still about 30% milk fat. It was basically half and half. Our milk was, I grew up basically with half and half milk. And since my father would milk the cows, and that was a morning activity, we could quite often have warm milk on our cereal because he would bring the milk in right from the cow and put it on the table, and we would just pour it on our cereal. So it was non-pasteurized, non-cooled milk. And I think we tried making butter once, and trust me, it's not nearly as easy as it is in this game. We did make a lot of ice cream, though. Didn't realize you were Amish growing up? No. It's pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. What else do I need? So for the pie dough, I need sugar, flour. I probably need water. I think I forgot to get water. Oh, I need flour. Sugar, salt. I have some flour. I have lots of wheat. So I need 80. So this is some of the wheat. So by the way, I'm growing wheat, and this will actually be ready to harvest at about, what time is it? I started growing this crop on Monday night, and this crop takes 48 hours to mature. So it'll be ready in about 45 or 50 minutes or so. There's no milling in the game, and by milling I mean like miller, not woodsman. They have a milling machine, but it's for milling wood, not milling wheat. So you need to turn the wheat into sacks of wheat grain. This this little bit kind of bothers me. It's like I'm putting loose wheat into a sack. What did I just took it out of a chest. Like, what was the wheat doing? Who was containing the wheat before I put it in this sack? And where did I get the sack from? Sacks are us. Yeah, it's like when I make the cooking oil, I need to go buy the empty jars. But to make sacks of wheat, I can just... I guess what I do is I take the wheat and I separate off the straw, and then I knit it into a sack and then put the wheat kernels actually in the wheat straw sack. The magic of video games. Edith Eldora, hello and welcome. Yuck, he tastes it and puts the spoon back in the bowl. Just mixing, mixing, mixing. My cooking pot. I don't think... I'm not sure if you can get those items anymore. All of my crafting tools are early backer rewards, and they're all they're pretty good crafting tools. The cooking pot, you can it's described right here. Equip tool, cooking pot of prosperity, indestructible. Everything in this game wears out, you have to replace it, except for prosperity tools. And admittedly, the bench that I'm at as well, the station that I'm at is a cooking station +5, so. Alright, now I can change the sacks of wheat grain into a sack of flour. They only have one grain. Yeah, I think... No, maybe they do have barley now. They added brewing to the game. Brewing is kind of a neat... Brewing is just kind of an extension of cooking. Which, in real life, brewing is also just an extension of cooking. You cook the ingredients. The trick is sort of to understand how it's going to change over time as it sits. That's sort of the art and the science behind it. But... So in this game, you actually cook up beer ingredients. You then put it into a keg, and you let the keg sit. And it literally has to sit for some time. You can brew... You can make both beer and whiskey. And there is actually a 50-year whiskey. So that whiskey, 1 year... 1 year is 1 week. So the way that they do the calendar for the game, a real-life week is about an in-game year. So a 50-year whiskey actually takes 50 weeks to mature. So there are a lot of people in the game who have went and constantly do this, and like every week put down kegs of 50-year whiskey for almost a year from now to start pulling them out and then selling it. Sadly, it doesn't do much for the game other than just make you drunk. being virtually drunk is not all that rewarding. Geek Stewart says yes. But it's like being virtually drunk. It's like sort of like drinking non-alcoholic beer. So why do I do this? We can dream, crap. We can dream. All right, geeks. That's cool. That's cool. All right, I think. What do I need for my pie dough? Oh, I don't need water, so that's it. So I just need 1 sack of flour, 1 sack of salt, 1 sack of sugar, and 1 butter. I don't know what. I guess it's a bowl of butter. It looks like a bowl of butter. It does take a long time to do these things, and they're all consumables. And they don't last that long. It's a little... I feel like it's a little punishing taking this long. I have seen some recipes in the game. For scrolls, I've seen bulk recipes, so... 1 progress bar, instead of giving you 1 item, gives you 12 items, which is a nice change. Maybe we'll see some bulk pie dough, bulk cooking oil. Din says, heading off, see y'all later. Thanks for showing us some serious crafting. You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks again for the sub. It's very kind. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you very soon. Alright, 20 pie dough done. So I already did the butchering of the bear. So the bear surprise. Oh, now I need fuel. So I actually haven't needed any fuel for any of this stuff yet. So the fuel is just coal, which I assume is just for heat. And this is a higher end item, so this one will actually give me... I've only got a 68% chance of success. So I'll see quite a few more failures. But this item will also give me quite a bit of XP. See, even when I failed, I got 500. Bear Surprise still sounds like something from Monty Python. Might be, I don't know. But, I mean, they have... There's like several recipes all called something surprise. Bear surprise, wolf surprise, venison surprise. I saw somebody talking about another one. I don't remember what it was. It had a weird name. But it's the mixture of obsidian ingredient and regular ingredient. And the obsidian, it's basically like the obsidian bears have like been touched by magic kind of thing. So they've been altered to be more powerful through magical forces. So basically you're eating magic. That's the surprise part. I'm seeing a lot of failures. Six failures, 68% chance. I think they got the numbers wrong. I've been doing this quite a bit, mostly because I want to try and stock a vendor with some of this food and sell it to other players. I haven't actually put up a vendor yet, partly because I don't want to put it up with, you know, like typically you'd sell them in like packs of 10. So tonight I'm making 20 of each. So that would be like 2 items. So I might be able to put like 4 items in a vendor. Well, I actually want some amount of stock before I put up a vendor. And our player-owned town is moving to a new, basically a new map. So we're not going to be in the snowy mountains anymore. And that's going to require a move of everything, so I wasn't going to do it until after we moved. But having gone through this work, trying to stock up on things, I am extremely impressed with the people who actually stock vendors. And there are a lot of people that will stock 5 or 6 vendors all throughout the lands. And I have to wonder, like, what else do you do with your time? I need to get a laptop just so I can install Shroud on so that I can stock up on everything when I'm playing. And then when I'm at work, I can just hit, do 20 more, do 20 more, do 20 more. All right, let's do, whoops. Let's do the wolves. So I need 5 and 15. What else says how much longer before the big move happens so I can prepare for redecoration time? That kind of move can only happen on a release. So it's a service that you have to buy from the developers that will happen during the release. So the May release, which will be, it's always the last Thursday of the month, right? So the 30th? I think that's right. There's 4 Thursdays in May this year. I guess that's not that uncommon. Whenever the last release is, or whenever the May release is, that's when it'll happen. Can we get our training up to 80? Our efficient refine up to 80? By the way, I have a pet barn owl. I named it Two Hoots. Because you screech once. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Once like some kind of owl and twice like a barn owl. Wasn't that what it was? Oh, 80. Stop. Yeah, what was it in The Hobbit? When Bilbo goes to the trolls, the dwarves tell him, if you get into trouble, screech once. Like some kind of owl. Who twice like a barn owl, once like a screech owl? Okay, there we go. It was screech. That's what I had in my mind. I'm like, that's not right. It was screech. Okay. All right, I got no freebie extras, no bonuses that time, but I got my 10. Somebody left the door open. It's probably me. Damn kids, clean your rooms. Right? That's what I thought that little R2-D2 unit was going to do. Maybe not. The Shroud of the Avatar official channel is one of the developers. Atos streams on that channel quite a bit, almost daily. He's got weird work hours. He's an odd sleeper, I guess. So his workday starts at 4 a.m. Central. So he's done work at noon. So what he does is when he stops working, he then streams for a bit. Yesterday, if you're ever interested, Tuesdays he's going to try and actually do development on stream. So Tuesday he actually had it up. I was kind of lurking while I was at work. So he usually streams about kind of noon to 2. Yeah, a little later than that. Maybe 1 to 3 Central Time. They're in Austin, so. But if you're ever interested in watching a developer actually build something, Tuesday he was building a dungeon, putting a dungeon together. It's a bit interesting. Half of them were failures. The 68% success chance is not... yeah, 6 of them were failures. So my first runs on both times, I had 40% success rate on a 68% success chance. It's what we call soda math. Hashtag soda math. Network timeout. Oh, we're back. Success. We have crafted 20 each of Bear Surprise and Wolf Surprise. And since it's the main food that I eat, I'm going to throw some in my bags. Maybe not quite that many. Store the rest. Yeah, I got 175 in my stockpile. So some things, I want to do these scrolls as well. Basic consumables that I use is the things that I'm going to sell. I'm kind of hoping that, look, I got an egg. I don't know why I have an egg in that. But if I can start making some of the consumables that I use on a regular basis, I figure I might be able to sell some of them. Oh, and I bought a chair. I forgot about this chair. I was roaming around yesterday while I was watching my Mythgard class. I was just kind of roaming around in this world. And I saw somebody selling a brown suede wingback chair. That's a nice looking chair. Actually, maybe I'll put it... Whoa! I'll put it in the other room. Right there. Let's put it right... Wait. Move this closer to the bed. Move the mirror behind the door. Fortunately, they can't do mirrors in the game. It's really expensive and difficult to do mirrors. Because they have to end up the way that you have to create a camera that is the mirror looking back the other way, and the lighting, yeah, it gets really hard apparently. So unfortunately, that's the best I can do with mirrors right now. What? You tell me I can't put this on the carpet? What is the problem? I can put it entirely on the carpet. So this is what I need to do, is I need to take... It's a big light. I wish these, Oh, here's a cool thing you can do in this game, too. There's actually... One, I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. Oh, you can't see that. Anyway. And get rid of most of my UI. But you can actually toggle your avatar off, but it's only off for you. So you can still run around the world. You just don't show up. So you're still in third person mode, you're just invisible to yourself. So you can take screenshots without actually getting rid of the whole UI. You can actually take screenshots with the UI, but without your character in it. Is that more due to the Unity engine or just in general? I recall in Lotro there are a few mirrored surfaces. My guess is it's more specific to the Unity engine because, like, if you look at Portal... Portal does the same thing, right? Like when you look through the game Portal, right? When you look through the portals, there's a whole bunch of camera intersections going on, and that technology is really difficult to render. Because you think about just rendering what's on my screen right now, you also have to do that for the mirror from the mirror's perspective. And then, but you have to do it relative to where you're moving. So you basically double the effort of rendering any one given frame. So it is hard in general, although there's lots of games that have done it reasonably well. Yeah, I can sit in my chair. I sit very uncomfortably in my chair. Oh, now what I need is a book. That one looks good. If I move this over... No. Here, let's move it this way. Like that. Oh no! I thought you could flip books. You can flip books. Come back here. I'm sure you can flip books. He just says that would be cool because in Lotra, when you scroll into first person, it totally changes the perspective of the world, and not in a good way for screenshots. Yeah, because I think it also like widens your field of view a little bit, which then just feels weird. It's probably still okay, but it feels weird to the player because it was like, well, that wasn't what I was just looking at. All right, there should be a control. Did they break it? Maybe they broke it. When you're a hobbit, it does look odd since you're like 3 feet tall. Yeah, that doesn't help. Makes it smaller and more distant too. Oh, more distance. Maybe they narrow the field of view. No, I'm not seeing it. It used to be R. Maybe some books flip and some books don't. That one flips. Maybe this book just doesn't flip. Oops. Don't want that book. Oh, I forgot to open up my supply bundle. I'll have to do that. Well, that one flips. All right, we'll take that one. It'd be cool if I could open a book to a page. Cave Fables 2. Sounds very interesting. Good nighttime reading. Oh, it's not going to fit there. Gosh darn it. I could just throw it in the bed. That would work too, right? Such a tiny little... This picture needs a better spot. How about right there? Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. All right, what do I get out of my supply bundle? Oh, I got a bronze longsword blade. My gosh, I actually got something out of a gray. I wonder what the chance of that is. It has to be near 0. Bronze longsword blade. So there's I've explained this before, but it's really cool. It's you take iron and copper ore, which are your base metals that you have in the game, and you can make iron and copper ingots. And then when you mix those ingots through smelting with tin, nickel, or tungsten, you get one of white iron, bronze, meteoric iron, and Constantin, I think. Something like that. All of those recipes are easily gotten. You can just go buy them. So you get an iron ingot, then you get a copper ingot, then you can make a meteoric iron ingot, a bronze ingot, a Constantin ingot, a white iron ingot, that's it. I think I have them all. So that makes your metals. And then if you want to make a sword, like a long sword, one-handed sword, you'd need a blade and a hilt, and that's it. But there's 5 different recipes for the blade. There's bronze, meteoric iron, Constantin, copper, and iron. The copper and iron recipes are easy to get. The other 3 are super rare. And it's the same with the hilt. And it's the same with every other thing in the game. So for like chainmail armor, you make chainmail armor out of wire and bindings and leather straps. And the same patterns are evident in the tailoring and tanning trees as well. So it's a really neat way they can take. On the first step, there's only like 5 things you can do. And in the last step, there's only 1 thing you can do, like if you want a sword. But the input to that is actually 25 recipes. Because there's 5 different hilts and there's 5 different longsword blades. So you end up with 25 recipes. And they do that across the whole crafting system, which makes it really interesting because everybody can make usable equipment, but a lot of people can't make the exact same equipment as a lot of other people. So getting a bronze longsword blade is actually quite rare. So I'm just going to pin it on the wall here because I don't know what else to do with it. I'm not actually going for weapons. I'll probably end up selling this. But this is worth about 10 or 15 or maybe 18,000 gold. My total gold right now is 212. So that one recipe is a huge windfall. And I don't know how popular bronze blades are, so it might not. The popularity of it, it's not just the rarity of it, it's the popularity of it that'll change the price too. So yeah, I have a copper. I can just buy the copper longsword blade. It's actually teachable. Clairvoyant Goose says popularity. That's right. It's the popularity quotient. That's right. If it's popular and rare, it's worth a lot. But I've been trying to collect the ones for wire and bindings. Do you have a speech impediment? Not yet. Well, I do now. Yeah, I've been trying to collect them for wire and bindings, which gives me like a chainmail helm, like an augmented chainmail helm. Well, here's the boots take wire strap. Oh, they don't take anything else. The chest takes wire, bindings, and straps. So there's 5 different types of wire. I don't think there's 5 different types of leather. I think there's only 3. I guess no, you can use cotton straps. So there might be like 6 different types of straps. And then 5 different types of bindings. So 5 times 5 times 6 is whatever, 6 times 25. 150 different types of augmented chainmail chest armor out of one recipe. It's a very, very clever system. Love it. I don't like the way that we have to randomly get those recipe drops. It'd be nice to have... I don't mind having to work and wait for them, but... waiting on the random number generator to give you fate is not fun. Alright, need to clean up some stuffs. Apparently I got a banana out of my supply bundle. Some of this stuff I can just... is vendor trash for like 1 gold. And hello, Clairvoyant Goose. Nice to see you again. Thanks for dropping by. Sell that stuff. Always enjoy the straw. Thanks. That's nice of you to say. I'm glad. I like being here. It's fun. I wanted to do a stream today on crafting, mostly because a good buddy of mine that plays Lotro always gets bugged for not crafting. So he did a crafting stream yesterday for Lord of the Rings Online. So I was inspired. Not that I have to really be inspired to do crafting. I actually enjoy it. I like putting stuff together. Whoops. Oops. Pub Rules, hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I didn't get a giveaway set up. We should do a giveaway before I'm not going to stream much longer, but let's do one giveaway before we... give away 100 crowns of the obsidians before we take off. I think these should be done now. They are. Mature plant. Mature plant. Yes, if you're a player... You want some premium currency? Exclamation point raffle in chat. And we'll give away 100 crowns of the obsidian. And I will harvest my wheat. It's very exciting. I pull up my harvesting skill. I harvest. Here we go. $162. So what? I get about 16? Yeah, about 16 each. So the wheat goes back into my pie dough as flour. Eventually. Hey, if anybody knows how to take beer out of a keg, like what do you do? I have kegs that are like full of beer, but I don't know what to do with it now. I got to a point where I had beer. Now it's stuck. It's stuck aging. Do you need to tap them? I honestly don't know. I mean, the keg has a tap. So technically, I just need to open the tap and get it into a container. I see people selling beer in like mugs, but I don't know how to get from the keg into a mug. I don't even know where the mugs come from. The mugs might be like the sacks. They just appear out of nowhere. Mugs are us. My magic broom is cleaning up after me. Thank you, Curls. Much appreciated. My broom curls, Geek Stewer, by the way. I have a broom that curls. Hopefully you appreciate that. Exactly. Hurry hard! Alright, we have... How much wheat did I get off there? That's a pretty good haul. 1,608. That's about right. And 2 wheat plant seeds. Just 2? Couldn't give me like, I don't know, 20? Seeds go out here. And the wheat I stockpile. Yeah, I have these 2 kegs. Edelman beer, crafted by Gravity. Matured March 21, 562 PC. I think PC means post-cataclysm. I think. And this is Brittany Ale. Oh, I just open it. It's just a container. Okay, well, this isn't hard at all. So apparently there's just 40 Brittany Ale in here. These are magic kegs, man. They make their own cups. They make their own mugs. Interesting. Now the cask isn't usable, so it's not actually, or is it? Maybe it is. It's just empty. Just empty. Okay. Well, that was easy. So now I have a bunch of beer. I have a messy counter. Oh, it's not full. It actually is full. 0.2 intoxication level for 4 minutes. I assume if I drink it, I lose the cup. There you go. We're a little intoxicated. I'm not moving the camera. The camera's just moving on its own. Cool. Oh, I might have to make some more beer. There's a lot of buffs you can just dismiss. I don't know if I can dismiss this one. Nope. That one you cannot. It gets really blurry when you move the camera. That's insane. All right, nobody else for the raffle? It's not very many people in it. You got a really good chance of winning. Oh, I can even... Oh, Bub Rules is in. Oh, Clairvoyant Goose is in. That might be everybody that plays. See, I started the stream. It's really hard to look at. Thankfully, it's only 4 minutes. I started the stream by making a mailbox. So I have a new mailbox I can even use to send. Oh, Radiant Ranger's in. Nice. And welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Awesome stuff. I'm guessing some people are wondering why Middle Earth looks so strange to them right now. Yeah, they might be. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had a fun stream tonight. Mostly just crafting. I did I made a mailbox. I made this tonight. Simple wooden mailbox. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? There's also, you can buy them. You can buy... I don't know if there's a... So there's a post mailbox, post-mounted mailbox. And then an ornate wall mailbox. So those are quite nice. I don't know if there's a craftable post-mounted one. Regardless, I wanted the wall-mounted one because the wall-mounted one kind of just fits in the house so well. I like it. All right, let's draw a winner in the raffle. Radiant Ranger, you have won. Congratulations. Radiant Ranger, do I know your in-game name? I don't know if other people can use the mailbox. I'd like them to be able to. Only if you set it as usable? How do you set it as usable? Oh, hey, synthetic. They cannot. Yeah, I don't think... Like... I don't think there are permissions for public access. Like, containers have public access. Right? Like, I can set a container... Like, I can set a container to add item public. You have to have it off the property, right? So it has to be in the player-owned town. So the governor or whoever has to set it up in the player-owned town to use it. That makes sense. Do you know if can these remote bank access devices? I assume these are also placeable in a player-owned town. Because it'd be nice to put this on your property and have it usable by other people. I realize that means that there's just banks everywhere and mailboxes everywhere, but whatever. Radiant Ranger, where did you go? Come back, Radiant Ranger. I need to know who you are. You can, but you have to set it to private so no one else can move it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, hopefully it becomes a little bit more... I don't know. I guess the developers probably have some... They might have an opinion about whether or not everything should be usable, but... Yeah, and only down to Kindred, not public. Yeah. That's fine. Cool. Do we have a... Oh! My guild member's on. Hello, Leo. Do we have a Radiant Ranger in the game? No. I don't know who Radiant Ranger is. I don't think. I'm gonna have to redraw if they don't speak up. Alright, so for my Lotro family, I stream Lotro. I stream on the official Lotro stream. I haven't actually been streaming a lot of Lotro on my personal channel lately, but just so you know, I am switching my official Lotro stream night from Mondays to Wednesdays. So this particular time now is when I'm going to be streaming Lotro. Probably not quite this late. I usually stream from 9 to 11 Eastern. It's kind of what I like to do for the Lotro stream. So I won't be on official Lotro stream on Monday, but I'm hopefully going to be here on my personal channel on Monday. They won't be able to buy them, so they've never... Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, you're Infernal. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Oh, Infernal. I bought a Harp of Invigoration off you for a very, very good price. So you have more than earned your 100 Kodos, my friend. Yeah, and you are on my friends list. Cool. What was I looking for? A mailbox. That's what I was looking for. Raffle's over, Uger. You missed it. He's probably not even listening. Oh, no, he is listening. All right. We'll send this out. See, it should have been in your... Oh, I don't want one. I want them all. 100 crowns of the obsidian to Infernal. Send. Oh, thanks, Synthetic. Thank you so much for the bits. Take care. Have a good night. Yes, I am going to sign off as well. That was my fun little crafting stream. I got a mailbox built. I got a whole bunch of carcasses out of Ulfheim, which is always fun. I enjoy Ulfheim. It's a good little place to fight when I gotta kill some time. And kill some wolves, and kill some bears, and all sorts of things. What else did I end up doing? That was about it. That took a long time, actually. And harvested some wheat. Alright, thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Wait for you. Oh yeah, I did some decoration. Oh yeah, I got my new chair. That's a nice chair. What am I waiting for you for? Where are you going? I can wait. What's going on? You mail me the surprise, no worries. All right, sounds good. I'm trying to see if there's a... Oh, we have somebody new up. I don't recognize them. But Taiki's chatting in their channel. And I know Taiki, so we'll go over and raid SDN0. They're doing a fishing competition. There are people in this game that love their fishing competitions. It's actually kind of cool to see. Oh, apparently I cannot raid that channel. Okay, no problem. I've never seen that before. But that's fine. Oh, and that's it. Yeah, I have never seen that message before. All right, I'm in the Madcap Society. My team. Oh, Yiki's up. It looks like Yiki is on his closing out stream, though, and he usually ends about this time, so I'm guessing he is signing off. I'm guessing that is the case. Oh, somebody's up playing marbles. Frenzy. Let's go over here. Another Madcap friend. Big Ed is playing? What? How come I didn't see him? No, I did see him. Yeah, let's go raid Big Ed. Friends first. Is he... I don't know. Yeah, Uger came in here. No, it looks like he's still playing. Let's go raid Big Ed. Let's do that. All right, thanks everybody. Had a great time tonight. Have a great week. I'm going to try and stream Saturday if I can make it. We'll see how well I'm doing. Sunday for sure, if not. What else? The tough things you have to do, trying to find someone to raid with. He's doing Rocket League. Yeah, it's tough being in the West Coast because everybody like east of me is now signing off or going. So yeah, my numbers start to get thin as to where I can go. The upside to that is I get more raids. But anyway, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you very soon. Say hi to Big Ed and have a great rest of your week. Take care.